Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another lesson. Let me tell you something. Chords are the real deal when it comes to making your music stand out. The more you dive into their creative potential, the bigger impact you can make with your playing. So get ready, because in this video I'm going to show you how the pros work their magic with chords. And of course, we're going to take it step by step, and I'll show you 7 steps you can take to make your chords stand out. Now let's keep it simple and practical, and let's pick an easy chord progression. D major, A major, E minor, E minor 7, G major, and A major. Now, of course, we open up with the first level, basic chords with a simple arpeggio. It sounds like this. Now in this case, the right hand is doing most of the work. Simple chord shapes, but a nice, lovely arpeggio. Now level 2, embellishing chords. You can keep the same chord shapes but add a little bit of color, a little bit of flavor to these simple chords. And how do we do that? Super simple. Let's add a bunch of open strings with the hammer-on or the pull-off technique. It sounds like this. Now I still consider the same basic chords. For the D major, I like to add a simple hammer-on the first string. For the A major chord, which by the way I like to play with a single bar chord on fret 2, I like to add this hammer-on the second string from fret 2 to 3. E minor 7, we change approach. I love the walking bass. And for the G, we have this lovely hammer-on the third string from 2 to 4. And we finish with the A major chord. Now level number 3, get rid of open strings, and so we end up playing the dreadful bar chords. It sounds like this. Now, even though playing bar chords like this represents an incredible milestone for many guitar players, playing the chords like this, at least for this chord progression, is not really that functional. You're not picking or strumming all the strings, so there is no point to play all these bar chords. For this reason, we move on to level 4, the Jimi Hendrix chords. Let me show you how they sound, and then I'll tell you more about it. I love these chords. They're so cool to play, super functional, and they're also easy to embellish. The only downside is that you will have to play the root note of the chord with the thumb. So in the case of the D major chord, you have the root note fret number 10, and then you have again the root note on the 4th string fret 12, the major third on fret 11, and the perfect 5th on fret 10. So instead of playing the full bar chord, we are only playing root note on the 6th string, root note on the 4th, major third on the 3rd string, and the perfect 5th on the 2nd string. You can also learn the minor shape for the E minor chord, played on fret 12, 14, 12, and 12. Now you can move these shapes across the neck, so you could play D major, A major, E minor, G, and A. However, we can also play chords with root note on the 5th string, so instead of moving across the neck, you can play the same chord progression in one position. So you could play the D major like this, and the E minor 7 like this. So now you have D major, A major, E minor, G, and A. Of course, level 5 is all about embellishing these chords, and you can easily do so by adding the pinky on the 3rd string. Now let me play the example, and then I'll tell you everything about it. So this embellishment is all about adding the pinky on the 3rd string, half step above the major third of the chord. It works great for the D major and A major. For the G major, you will have to add the note a whole step above the major third. We also added a nice embellishment on the E minor chord with this hammer on the minor third. And of course, you can always change the rhythmic structure. Now this is awesome, but we're still playing the full chord. So in the next level, I'm going to show you how to strip the chord down to the minimum of 3 notes. So we are introducing triads. Let me play the example. Now, D triad is the most simple chord we have in music. It's made up of 3 notes, the root note, the 3rd and the 5th of the chord. And in the example, I was playing the triads on the top 3 strings. D major, A major, E minor, and G, and A major. One thing that I love about triads is how simple yet effective they are. We are covering the top end of the chord, and so we don't have to worry about fretting the bass note of the chord. We're literally just working on 3 strings. Now you can learn a lot of different chord shapes, for example, of course, we can always do more, and so in level 7 we bring together the beautiful triads with awesome embellishments. Now this is not about adding as many notes as you can. In fact, we keep it simple. We listen to the backing track, we listen to the song, and we add those embellishments accordingly. So let's not go crazy with this. Let me play the example. Now one thing that I love about this is how the embellishments are found within the chord. So D major, we can add the fret 12 on the first string. For the A major, we add fret 10. For the E minor chord, again fret number 10. And G major, we can add fret number 9, and same for the A major, fret number 10. Now remember that you always want to keep it coherent with the music, so it's not about playing as many notes as you can, but it's about filling the music with all the notes the music needs. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Let me know if you like it in the comment section down below. Tabs and backing tracks all available on my Patreon page. Enjoy this lesson, and I'll see you soon.